Welcome, folks, to another Let's Play. I'm the Necroscope. Welcome to a game made by Universal Interactive. Not exactly one of the major players in the gaming industry.
It's yours. Jurassic Park. It's your job to make it work. Just build the park and populate it with dinosaurs. Lots of dinosaurs. This will be the greatest theme park in the history of the world. Your job is to keep the park gates open. Prove to InGen that the park is viable and safe.
Code Red, this is Park Control. Raptor breakout in Sector 32. Code Red. Copy that, Control. I'm reading 6 visitors in Sector 32. Okay, let's repair that breach.
Oh, yes. You have a T-Rex. Don't forget, he's a hunter. Design it, build it, breed dinosaurs. It's yours. Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park, Operation Genesis, folks. Now this is a really interesting game. Now I actually had not heard of this at all, but I'll tell you a bit of a story. Now I've been wanting to do like a game like Theme Park, for example, for quite a while. Excuse me. But for some reason with Theme Park, I kept getting annoyed with it because basically different versions of it have different rides and shops, and I couldn't find a sort of one that I liked best. Now, the problem I had was that I think I preferred the PC version, the original, because that had, you know, from what I can see anyway, that had more rides and more shops. But I liked the PlayStation version because that actually had the ability to actually go on your roller coaster and stuff, which I always thought was quite cool. And finally, I liked the Amiga version, which I was more familiar with, shall we say, because I had the Amiga version. I liked that more because I think it was a bit more colourful than the PC version. Well, it was on my Amiga anyway, because my Amiga used to be a beast. Now, the thing is with this game, I'm by no means a veteran, I'm by no means amazing, and I'm not saying this is going to be a huge Let's Play, it could just be a couple of videos. It's mainly more of a showcase, because this game is basically Theme Park, but with a Jurassic Park theme, and it is an absolute fantastic little game. Now, it's another one of those magic ones that slipped under my radar, and there was one gentleman who was sending me messages saying, have you played it? And I looked into it and bought it and thought, wow, this is pretty cool. And I do forget your name, sir, but you also told me that it was modded. You could see that the opening, literally, if you go back to the start of the video, you can actually see that it is modded. Usually that screen is the normal Jurassic Park one. Great mods out there, link below. They're quite a bit more difficult to find nowadays, however, because it's been quite a while since any massive updates were done on it. But I can tell you, if you mod this game, I've played it vanilla, and I've spent a bit of time playing it, and don't get me wrong, it's still really good, but there were some things that annoyed me. It didn't really feel like it was... You couldn't really embrace it as a game, but with the mods, The mods add some awesome stuff to it. For an example, when you can breed raptors, yes folks, raptors, velociraptors, when you can breed raptors, then they actually hunt in packs. Now, I'm going to show you what can actually be done in this game. Now, this is actually one of the particular pre-made packs. These don't come in the main game. These are modded in. Now you can actually have a look at a player-built Jurassic Park, which I think is fantastic. You can follow these guys on the safari, and you can see that they've got the quite powerful security fences. So that whole herds of Triceratops there. Massive numbers. Now you can see, I'm going to go into a bit more detail soon, folks, but what I will say about this game, I'm going to create my own park, but I've been very picky with how. I'm always really picky with how I do on the first few minutes. But basically, I always find with this game, if you don't set off correctly to start with, then you're pretty much screwed, basically.
Message from the park administrator.
You can see that's the park entrance. Now you see, I do like how they built this place.
Message from
You know what, I actually had a save game where I'd started off a little bit, but I might actually start from the beginning. I didn't think about having it like that. Well, that's only me. Oh, that's high security fence. Okay. See, just look at this. I mean, there's so much in this game. It is just fantastic. Now, I'm not going to say that I'm going to be as good as this guy was, because whoever made it has, done really well. And what they've done is they've kind of been quite clever. Usually, you don't have it this way. What he's done is he's built a safari adventure. And he's doing it exactly as it was in the... As far as they can tell, this is a total recreation of Jurassic Park. Now, with a safari adventure, the car will leave through there and will obviously explore the park, very similar to how it did. Look at that, that's brilliant. By the way, folks, in the unmodded version, you can't have near to this amount of dinosaurs, I don't think. Now, this isn't the usual way of doing it, because he's going on the Jurassic Park route, or she's going along with Jurassic Park route, and saying that the safari ride, the car, goes all the way through. That's not how I build it. Now, basically, you can do it this way, but if I show you from the start...
Hello.
Hello.
My name is John Hammond.
Hiya, John.
I am in charge of InGen, the company that you now work for. Your job is quite simple, really. Build a park, create dinosaurs, and entertain people. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on you as well. We'll watch your park rating and give you feedback on your performance. But in the end, the success or failure of Jurassic Park, it's all up to you.
Oh, so no pressure then. Now, obviously, you can customize your area. Now, I like it basically to be almost... I like the ground to be pretty flat, if I'm really honest. Now, that I like, but I do like it to be a bit bigger. That's what she said. That's about right, I think. But you can still cycle through islands, as you can see. That's a nice one. Okay, folks, let's start building our park. Now, again, I'm no expert whatsoever. Let me just get my bearings here. Now, I think the best point to actually build my park entrance will be... I think along this kind of watery bit here, maybe. No, actually, let's build it over here. This will be quite a good entrance, I think. So first thing you need, folks, is you need a park entrance. Now, just bear with me, because I've got to think about the right way to do this. So, if I turn that around, and put it like that...
Message from Dr. Wu.
Message from Dr. Wu. Now, this is where... Oh no, hold on a minute, folks. That's not right. Oh, it is, sorry. Now, previously, folks, all the research things are actually unlocked when you first start the game. That's in the vanilla mode. The mods actually changed that quite a lot. Basically, and by the way, the name of the mod, I believe, is the Genesis Extinction Project. I think it is anyway. Is it Extinction? I forget now. I'll have to look at that for the next video. I don't look at the name of it, I just know what it does. The modders, by the way, if you're watching, I do apologise for the fact that I got the name of the mod wrong, if I did. But your work is absolutely fantastic. The way you've changed the game, I'm using version 2, it really adds to the immersion. Now, in the normal game, the vanilla game, you can research everything from the start, it just takes time. In this, you've got to research things in certain orders, basically, before you can, before you can get certain things. Now, one of the things I always go for is the super extractor. That's one of the first things I would always advise you to get. We've also got fossil hunt teams. You've got different areas. These unlock eventually. Basically, you have to send... Well, that's a rubbish one. Content mediocre. You have to send your fossil hunting teams into those areas. Then when you've got them, just like in the actual film, you can have amber, various fossils, and out of that you get their dinosaur's DNA. Now, the more items you actually get of something, the more complete a DNA strand you get. Let's say you get a Triceratops head, Triceratops skeleton, and blood of a Triceratops. Chances are you can probably then clone one. Now, if you only get 50% of the DNA, it has a very short lifespan. If you get it up to 100, some of the big dinosaurs can live for about 30 years. I kid you not. Now, the first thing we need to do is... I think... let's get some pathways going. I'm just thinking of the best way to do this. I see. I might be unhappy with my actual. I think I'm already unhappy with that design. I could go with the other one I've got. That is actually a preloaded. Well, not preloaded, but I started it. Now, that's how I set up to start with. But I haven't.
Message from Dr. Wu.
You know what, let's start again. You have to bear with me, folks. I am ridiculously picky.
Hello, my name is John Hammond, and I am in charge of InGen, the company that you
When
now
it comes to
work
starting
for.
off, I am
Your
ridiculously
job is quite
picky.
simple, really.
Same as I am in
Build a
Civilization.
park, create dinosaurs, and entertain people. Of course, we'll be keeping an eye on you as well.
Let's try that one. I kind of like the shape of that. So you can terraform the area as well, folks, if you wanted to. Well, I think if we build something... Tell you, I don't know what's happened, but... That might be alright. I tell you, I can't get a happy medium with this game about the bloody mouse sensitivity. It's either too fast or too slow. that might be a nice place to start it, actually, down on this bottom bit. And then perhaps, that might be quite nice,
Message
actually.
from Dr. Wu.
And then if I have, like, the pathways going like... I like that, actually. I like that. So that's got 3 on that side, and then straight up. Yeah, I quite like that, actually. Now, what I can have from that bit is on each side I can, like, have... not attractions as such, but... I do like that. Now, the first thing I would always say if you do, as I say, is start your research. Because that basically gets done on a monthly basis.
Great.
Let's go to this Cretaceous formation. Good, average, good. Okay, we'll go for that top one. Now, from the start of the game, you automatically have access to some basic dinosaurs. Let me just think, what would be the best way to do this? Now, I think... if I was to have... You'll have to bear with me, folks, because I'm not brilliant at how you build... Well, I know how to build stuff, of course, but... Just bear with me, folks, because I can be, like I say, I can be ridiculously picky on this. Right, you see, now that isn't symmetrical. Or is it? Oh, no, it is. That is symmetrical. What am I on about? Ah, that works out quite nicely, actually. Yes. Done that nice. Now, this is the way I do it, folks. Many people have probably got other ways of doing it. Oh no, I need to think of this. Hold on. See, it annoys me I can't put any bloody... I can't extend that way with my blooming security fence. No matter. If I go like that... I do apologise, folks, if I don't talk very much on this. There is reasons for that. Now, I'm building a hatchery there. Okay, so that's looking alright. Thing is, I ain't got enough room. Have I got enough room to do that on this side? I think I will have, just. Now you can see from that, we've got a hatchery. Now we've got basically two that we start off with. We've got, you don't always start off with these, it can vary. We've got a large herbivore, a Edmontosaurus, and a Pachycephalosaurus. Hey, I said that quite well. Now you can see it's a large herbivore and a small herbivore. We've got no carnivores yet. It can be totally random. You don't often get some of the 5-star. You can see that's rating 3 stars, 2 stars. You don't often start with a 4 or a 5-star dinosaur. The 5 stars are your kind of, you know, your T-Rexes, Spinosaurus, the big things basically. Now, I have to have this starting bit symmetrical or it really gets on my nerves. So then that goes, that's 1. Right, it's 2 down,
Message from Dr. Grant.
then it's 2 across. Then is it back up? All the way back up, yes. Is it? Oh, I'm confused. Now you see like that, folks, that isn't bad. Let's see what messages we've got. One of our dig teams has completed its excavation and have discovered Edmontosaurus remains. Well, that's handy.
Good to see you.
And you can see, when we research or extract that, you can sell fossils as well. Sometimes you can do, there's a good point to selling fossils, because it's, oh, hold on. I'm not making the most of this area. Hold on, folks. Well, actually, yes I am. That's worked out really nice. Doesn't usually work out that well. Now, you might be wondering why I've built 2 areas like this. There's a very good reason. Okay, we need to do a bit of terraforming there. There we go. Dinosaur hatchery.
Message from Dr. Wu.
See, I'm regretting that. See, I'm already annoyed with myself, folks, because I think what I should have done here, I've built them too close. They should have actually been on the outer bit there. I'm not going to worry about that too much now, though. I can rectify that.
I thought you might like some input.
There you go. DNA extraction has been completed. Edmontosaurus genome is now 60%. What that means is, folks, is it means that our Edmontosaurus will now live for longer. So it's all good.
Urgent message from Dr. Wu.
Urgent message, eh? I'm pretty sure I know what that's going to be. You can now, yeah, basically we've just learnt about the super extractor. So research-wise, I mean, from this point on, it's... I'm never really sure which way to go about it. I tend to go for the medium security fence, because if you get carnivores, they will... Particularly raptors. Raptors are a pain when they actually start attacking your fences. Now, I don't think they do that in the vanilla mod, but sorry, the vanilla game. But in the mod, they will test the fences. Now, just like in the movie, and they will try and overwhelm it.
Yes.
I think we'll get security fences next. Because as well, you see, folks, you get kind of extra points and stuff.
Good to see you.
For like having a very secure park, you know, a very fun park, etc., etc. Okay, now, I think I'm going to use this as my main attraction, in a way.
Great to see you again.
Now I'm going to breed. See, they only last for 1 year, though. Let's make...
Right.
3 of them, then we can officially open our park. So we will literally be breeding dinosaurs in any moment. Other things you also need, as a definite, is you'll need security, you'll need a ranger station. Now ranger stations, trying to look for a good, well, I just can't fit them on there.
Message from Dr. Grant.
What should we do about this?
Ah, cool. So we've now got some pashy remains as well. So we'll get those extracted. Remember, we've got the quicker extractor now.
Pleased to announce the arrival of our latest attraction, Edmontosaurus. It is truly a delight to observe the natural grace of these gentle giants.
There he is, look. An Edmontosaurus. Now, for when that's done, we can open the park.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to declare the newest wonder of the modern world, Jurassic Park, now open.
Thanks, dude. Right, so people will now start obviously arriving.
Message from Dr. Wu.
I thought you might like some input.
That's good. Don't need that yet. So we can now, unfortunately, this guy has been born into a heat wave. Now, each of the dinosaurs is unique. Some of them have certain needs. Now, whatever happens, they need two basic things. One of them is water, one of them is food. Now, I don't think I've... Let's build a herbivore feeder. Let's put it there. And that means they'll have food. But I also need to find somewhere where I can build them a little lake. So they can drink. Unfortunately, the bloody dinosaurs are in the way there, so I can't build a lake anywhere. Still don't know if I like that design, that they kind of come out and go around the corners. I don't know. Well, anyway, before I start worrying, because I will do, I'll get really kind of, you know, oh my god, I'm really annoyed I didn't do it right. We're now going to start building. Basically, the more commercial part of the park. So, for example, we're going to have a kiosk there, I think. Now, there's probably kind of better ways to actually build this and to actually have, like, maximise your profits or this, that, and the other. But I usually do it this way. We have food and oh, nice, got 4 people, 5 people. Nice. That gives us a bit of money. We shall now build a cleaner station to keep the park nice and clean. Now, with them, I like to kind of have them a bit away from the general public. Could actually have them back here, I guess. But we'll have them there. Because this is kind of the hub of Jurassic Park, basically. Okay, now they're out of the way there. That dinosaur needs to bloody move. Right, I just thought actually you can move your damn, they're really, really thirsty. I bet I can't build a lake here, right? Oh, I might be able to.
Message from Dr. Grant.
Ah, cool. So they didn't find any fossils, but they did find some silver, which is good. You can sell that. And what I could do, I suppose, folks, is I could expand these walls so they could get at some water. Now I've given them a bit of water there, and I can't give them any more. But at least they have access to it. Now he better go drink. I don't know why he isn't going to go drink, but he should do. Now you might be wondering, folks, why I've given these little, areas such a small area. There is reasons for that. Basically, before you move them into the main parts of the park, I don't charge. You can charge on your viewing vents, by the way, people to go up and actually, look at the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs? Can't speak. But I don't believe in charging for that part. Ah, good, there they go, they're off to the water. Have a good drink. Now, it makes sense as well to actually build these viewing vents close to where the dinosaurs will be. So, for example, he is there. And I think he could be stuck. I don't know, actually. Can he move, or is he just being stubborn? You see, I don't know if I've done this right, really. I potentially should have actually... Bear with me, folks. I've annoyed myself here.